What is up, everybody? And thank you for joining us on this Tuesday night. You tuned in to Real Laughs on Real Radio 104.1. I'm your host today, Mr. James Young, your favorite DEI hire. That's right. We're going to give you a couple of laughs to get you to work. If you're going home, we're going to give you a couple of chuckles before you have to go in and face your family. We're your nightcap of comedy, guys. I'm joined in virtual studio, as always, with some very funny comedians that you know and you love. First up, the man who has a million nicknames. He does not disappoint today because we know him and love him as Ken Miller, the godfather of Orlando comedy. But today, he is the Hangover Part 4. That's right, people. Cuatro. There you go. Also, the guy who helped start all this hilarity over 9 years ago, Miguel Cologne. Don't you forget about the junior because he knows who his daddy is. What's going on, Miguel?
What's up, bro?
What's going on, Ken? You feeling good?
Yeah, man, I'm good, man. Shout out to Godfrey, man. We did a show with him Friday night, man. So much fun. Just a good dude, bro.
Nice.
I've said this a million times, man. We've always talked about this on the show. Paid ticketed shows make you feel like a monster on stage.
Yes, sir.
When people have put their money into coming out and having a good time, I don't know what it is about them shows, Miguel. You just feel like this is what stand-up is supposed to be.
Real
When
comedy.
I was doing 15 minutes, and what made it so dope was it was like 20 people in the audience who had seen me before, who I haven't seen in a minute.
Yeah.
So I get off stage, I'm checking my phone. They're like, "Yo, dog, we didn't know you was gonna be here." I was like, "I didn't know y'all was gonna be here." So
Yeah.
Nice.
guess we even. So afterwards, took a bunch of pictures with people, man. It was just, bro. It was just. If you're listening to this, I know y'all be waiting on the promo code. Go buy a ticket and just support, man. Buy a ticket and go
Amen.
support. I'm telling you, man, I don't know what it is about them paid shows. They're just phenomenal shows, bro. They really
They're so much better because
They're
people
so
take
much
it
better.
for granted when it's free. There's no value to it to them. So they'll just come in there and not really be invested. But when you pay your good money, that hard-earned money that you can't even buy eggs right now, but you buying these comedy tickets, you take that stuff a little bit more serious. So I agree with you, Ken.
100%, bro. 100%.
Yes. Now, I thought about you, Ken, this past weekend because I was doing a show at my favorite bar, if you will, my favorite sports bar in Lakeland at Winter Circle, man. Love them. Shout out to Bill, man. I was thinking about you, Ken, because I got to host a really interesting game. I got to host the Newly Wed game. And, bruh, I thought of you because the basis of this game, if you guys don't know, you've been under a rock, is we will take a group of men and women, couples that are together, and we'll split them up. The women will go in another room and we'll ask the men questions that they think their wife would say. Like we'll ask them questions and they'll have to guess what the wives might answer, right? Their answer might be about them. I'll give you guys a couple of those questions so you kind of see what I mean. Kind of tense moments, if you will. Some started out easy, like this. They'd ask the guys, "Hey guys, at your wife's heaviest weight, how much did she weigh?" Right?
Pass.
Weight.
Good answer. Good answer.
Good answer.
Good answer.
Bro, the look on those gentlemen's faces when I asked them that was like, "Bro, you trying to get me killed out here?"
I see.
I
what
know.
this
I already know.
game is about.
I know that answer too. So
I know. That's the thing. Every guy didn't want to answer. 4 out of 4 guys got the answer right. They all got it right. They all knew how
and you
much
know why
their
we
wife
know?
weighed.
Because they will tell us that. My
Repeatedly.
wife's heaviest was 175.
Gotcha.
And she will say, "Man, I'm 175. That's the heaviest I ever been." They let you know that over and over.
Yes, they
So
do. And
yes,
At
and
your
your-
wife's heaviest weight, what was she? Beautiful.
Yes. And your job when she tells you how much she weighs is to say, "Baby, you look great. You
Here's the
look
worst.
so good."
Here's the worst part. You think you like, oh man, I want to answer this. I want to put her on blast. And then she comes out there. You're like, 155 because you want to make her look good. And then she comes out there and they're like, "What was your heaviest weight?" She's like, "Oh, baby, 175. Remember?" You like, I know. I was trying to make you look. Why are you lying? We're supposed to win.
yeah.
You know?
I'm trying to
That's-
win.
Yeah, yeah. Another question that was kind of not risky. It wasn't risque, but just seeing how much guys actually pay attention to their women was, tell us your wife's exact bra size.
One of them it's like a fiddler crab. One of them things is big. The other one's a little smaller. It's like when the Irish Dukes, when one's held back and one's forward, you know?
Why?
Why? Man,
Why?
that feel the crowd. Hey,
Yeah. One of them things is like, I would say one of them things is a solid like like C. And then the
But
other
yeah, you
one,
said one of them, they're like this.
yeah,
Hey,
like
man.
yeah, let me at it. Me and the old Sullivan boys are gonna go at it here. I'm gonna take those Protestant bums to the cleaners. You know,
Oh my
Hey.
gosh.
it's like
That
one of her boobs is holding back the rear,
Mhm.
and the other one's up
Holding
front.
back the rear.
Holding back the rear.
Dude, that's a great question. I don't even know.
You don't know.
I do not know.
Oh, that's a great one.
That's a good question.
I don't know that about Michelle. I know the letter, but I don't know the number. I know
I-
they D's.
I'll be like this. I don't know the size. I know her nipple's like an inch though. It's like a light switch. It's terrifying. It's terrifying when the thing goes full up. It's like ew. Don't say that. She listening?
Yeah. Why they go in different directions? Why,
Mhm, yeah,
why they pointing in
Yeah.
different directions?
Yeah, they look like they're covering the rooms. Her nipples pulling security.
Here's a great question that I was like, bro, y'all trying to really start problems in people's relationship when we're playing the Newlywed game. One of the questions was, if you were planning a beach day, which one of your wife's friends would you love to see in a bikini?
Pam. I mean, I ain't got no answer.
I wouldn't even.
Bruh, jump right out the window, kid.
Yeah,
Third
Steven.
floor.
I
I mean,
wouldn't.
no, I didn't say Steven. I meant one of the girls.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the girls. Not Steven. Cool ass Steven. Who just listens, man. He just seems like he do stuff like mountain climbing and stuff. He's just
Corey
so
Holcomb
cool.
answer. It wouldn't be Akeem, I'll tell you
Not
that.
a king.
I
No,
would-
hairless,
Wouldn't-
seal-looking
wouldn't-
body coming out the water, all
Uh,
shiny like an oil
Wouldn't
slick.
be,
Ew.
hey, wouldn't be somebody gay. I know that.
I know that
Yeah,
from
ew, that's gross. I'm gonna lay in the sand though for a minute. I can't get up.
I'm gonna lay face down. in
Face down the sand. Which one of your wife's friends would you want to see in a bikini?
Can I tell you how wild it got?
Yeah.
Here's how wild it got. The dude answered the question with no hesitation. He was a veteran. He'd been married 37 years. He said, Michelle. And I said, bro, you just gonna say it like that? Yeah. And when he said it, this whole table went because
Michelle was there?
Michelle was in the front row.
Yeah. He's like, I'm gonna tell you what, Michelle. I eat a honey and think about you to get the game going, and then I show up.
Here's the funny part. The other funny part. Wife comes back in. We say, "Hey, ma'am, Kim, what do you think Mark said when we talked about who he'd like to see of your friends in a bikini?" And she goes, "Oh, that's easy, Michelle." I'm like, "What kind of?" I'm like, "Oh, I get it. I understand what's going on here now." Yeah, and Michelle's like, "Yeah, I knew that too, bro."
I can see James in this game, and them asking.
No, you
questions.
couldn't. No, you
James
couldn't.
Just like, hey, man, I ain't taking no deal. I'm gonna do a hard time. Like, come on, James, just answer the question. Look, man,
Nah.
I'll do the time, man. God,
Yeah. Hey, dog, Miguel. They're like, so James, what friend would you like to see in the bikini? He'd be like, Miguel.
yeah.
Definitely Miguel. Miguel.
And then
Definitely
Michelle would
Miguel.
come out and be like, he said Miguel, didn't he? Who did you really want? Who did you really want? Michelle gets you right there because you're
She
like,
would.
baby, I
She
said
would.
Miguel because I couldn't think of anyone. Oh, so now you lying?
That's what we doing in this marriage.
Yeah. I can see Kendo get some Drake in him, and then he'll be like, I none of them, because I don't like none of them bitches, and she knows I can't.
None of them. He just be clanking the drink. I don't like none of them bitches.
I don't like none of them.
I want to
don't
see
even like going
Toya.
to the beach. So why
Yeah.
would he even? Why
True.
would he even?
I'll see
True.
Toya in a bikini because I know Toya can't swim. Hopefully that bitch drowns.
But,
I got some more crown.
Could you answer this question? It's a multiple choice one. It says, all right, when it comes to your woman's driving, is she A, driving Miss Daisy? Is it B, speed limit only? Or is it C, move, bitch, get out the way?
Oh, Sean, move, bitch, get out the way.
Is she like that?
Oh yeah.
She
I don't like I don't let my wife drive. Only time my wife driving if I'm drunk. That's the
Really?
only time, dude. The only
3
time
times
we
a
get
week?
in, if we get So that's a lot. That's a lot. If we get in the car and she be questioning like I'm a driver, like no, you not.
No.
I said, what relationships have you been in where you drove a man around? I said, if I'm drunk, you can drive.
Yeah.
But if I'm sober, I'm driving. Mainly because I'm the man. Second, because I'm scared because she be riding, bro.
Does she drive like that because she from Atlanta? Like, what is it?
Man, yeah, she got to let you know. Get out my way. Why you driving so slow?
Is she an angry driver too? Is she okay?
Nah, she ain't an angry driver, but she will be like, why you driving so slow?
LaShawn be like, yo, LaShawn, it's a school bus.
Yeah, I don't care.
Kids gotta learn.
Yeah, I learn. My wife's an angry honker. Like, you know how you tell people, don't, hey man, lay off your horn because people are crazy. Road rage. We in Florida. She loves the horn. She's getting better at it, but she's a horn honker, man. Is your woman like that, Ken?
No, because I already told her don't do that.
Don't do that.
Only because in the day we're in now, people crazy.
They will kill you. Yeah,
people will kill you, bro.
Yes.
On the road. James, it was driving Miss Davies, move B, get out the way. What was the third one?
Drive the speed limit.
Okay, speed limit.
Yeah.
Nah. But she ain't mean with it. She ain't gonna cuss you out or nothing like that.
No.
But she gonna let me know. She ain't gonna let them know, but she gonna let me know.
Absolutely. Here's another good question that they had, because me and Michelle were playing this game. I was telling her the questions when I got home, and we both got this right. We know one another real well. What's the most dangerous place you've ever had sex?
Oh, we ain't freaking like that.
Really?
Right.
I can tell everybody right now. We both said at the same time when I was asking this question last night. It was on a Disney monorail.
Yeah, the monorail.
Yeah, bro. And everybody, I told them that last night. They're like, bro, but there's cameras on there. And I said, yeah, they're welcome.
Yeah. What's the most dangerous place you had sex? Oh, her husband's house.
Yeah.
Good thing though, he was deployed.
Bro, that is funny. This couple answered, they live in Polk County. They answered, they said, in the park, we almost got arrested. We got caught by a cop when we was in the car. He tapped on the window and said, hey, y'all got to get out of here. He let him go, but he watched for 5 minutes first.
Yeah. He's over there like, man, my shift almost over. Why you got your penis in that donut hole? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, cuz.
He gets on the mic. Hey, spit in her mouth.
Hey, that's not how you stir that coffee. Yes, it is today.
You want me to tase it, wake it up?
So I'm trying to think of one more question that was kind of crazy. Oh, this is a cute one. If you could describe your wife as a candy bar, which one would she be? And this one couple got it right. It was a guy named Austin who looked like he might have went to the Capitol building once or twice, and his young blonde wife named Brittany. And she knew exactly how he describes her. He said, I know this answer. He said, I was thicker than a Snicker, didn't he? And I was like, yes, he did. And they got that right. That's so cute.
Which one of the candy bars, when you eat, you just wish it would die? That's my baby doll.
Some of the audience members are rude. They're like, hey man, this is one lady who was, let's say she had fake ones. And people
they're all
yell,
real if you can touch them.
That's true. If you can use your imagination, you can make anything real. So yeah, they were yelling out, "How about mounds?"
Yo,
Almond Joy. She's
he said mounds. One dude said Almond Joy because she is effing nuts. I was like, bro, you gonna get beat the hell up when you're on your way home, man.
That's a good one, yo.
So it was fun. So it was so good last night. The people loved it. We're gonna do it again in July. So I'll try to pump it up, see how I can get as many people out to Lakeland Winter Circle as I can. But shout out to Bill for putting that on. That was a damn good time. Cool. All right, guys, this is it. It's the end of the show, man. No, this is the beginning of the show. What's wrong?
We just started, bro.
Yeah, man.
I'm the drunk one.
Yeah. I've been doing that cocaine. All right, guys, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more hilarity and more cocaine on Real Laughs, Real Radio 104.1. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you. You are still listening to Real Laughs on Real Radio 104.1. I'm your host, Mr. James John. I'm joined in virtual studio with Ken Miller, aka The Hangover Part 4 tonight, and Miguel Colon Jr. That's right. We were just talking about playing the Newly Wed game and how I couldn't survive. I don't want to answer none of them questions. I don't want to say nothing about her friends. I don't look at any other women. I don't even look at men. You know what? I'm blind. I don't see nothing. All right. I don't see nothing, man. But Ken, you said you had something for us today, bro. What you got?
I started laughing before we were doing a break. We were going to talk about what we were talking about, and Miguel hit me with, I got the letter in the mail. And I told y'all about how a couple weeks ago, I text all my military friends, got a letter in the mail, and their reply was supposed to be, go to war, go to jail. And they
Oh,
all were
okay.
like, "Are you okay?" No, I'm not, because you're supposed to know this cadence that we sang for 20 something years knowing each other.
Okay. I got it. How does it go though, man?
Got a letter in the mail, go to war, go to jail, and it won't be long till I get on back home.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
and
that's
you
got
just
almost
yeah,
like a little prayer, almost,
yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Used to drive a Cadillac, now I'm humping on my back, and it won't be long till I get on back
Wait,
home. It was a
wait.
bunch of different ones.
Who wrote that song, Driving Cadillacs?
Back in this old 70s, 60s, 70s cadence, bro.
I'm just saying that had to be a black dude talking
Yeah,
about I used to drive a Cadillac.
yeah, but you
Yeah.
gotta have that rhythm when you sing. Used to drive a Cadillac, now I hump it on my back,
There you
and it
go.
won't be long. And then we do the remix till I remix. Get on back home.
Look, kids nowadays in the army, it's different. Got a text yesterday. Got a text yesterday. Found out my best friend's gay. Found out my best friend's gay. That's cool. We're okay. That's cool. We're okay. Turns out he's a them and they. He's a them and they.
It's Corey Holcomb just walking.
Yeah.
Just marching. I don't like no gay, man. I know
No, we
no
had this
cute little ones.
cadence. We had this cadence called "Roll Me Over." It said, "Roll me over in the clovers, roll me over again and again." Then I gave her inches one. She said, "Ooh, it would be fun." Then I gave her inches two. She said, "Ooh, I like your goop. Roll me over, bro."
Wait a minute. Wait, no. Hold on. Hold on. How come you ain't tell me, Kenneth Miller, that Luther Campbell is writing all y'all hits?
Yo,
hey, army coming, army
bro.
coming. Here come war,
Army coming,
coming.
army coming, war coming, war
Yo.
coming,
War coming.
A-10 coming, A-10 coming. Boom, 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 boom.
Got a letter in the mail.
Bro.
Go to water jail.
Bro. Now, the other one was G.I. Joe. He don't wear no drawers. I seen him when he took them off. He hung them on the fence. Damn dogs ain't been back since.
If you can
Bro.
use draws as
Yeah.
repellent.
Yo, I'm telling you, bro, we had some of the. And when you're 18, 19, it's great. You're like, now
It's
you're old. You're like,
amazing.
wait a minute. Wait a damn minute.
There's a lot of gay undertones in
There's a
those
lot.
songs. I get where they had "Don't Ask, Don't Tell."
Oh. Bro, and if you had a black drill sergeant, it was always gonna be something. He was gonna remix some old 80s R&B song and
Really?
hip hop and always rhythm, bro. It was just dope. But you're running 5 miles, you're trying to keep, or you're hiking, marching somewhere, and you're trying to keep that morale up. So they always had some really good, funny cadences that we used to sing or shout out when we were moving. So it was always funny to me.
You got like a Spanish drill sergeant, like suavemente, suavemente.
I had a drill sergeant. He was Filipino, and he couldn't say Wednesday. He would say first sergeant. He would say Wednesday.
Wednesday.
He'd be like, Private Miller, Wednesday, you're gonna be. I'm like, wait, which day? Wait, what day are you talking about?
That's
Wednesday you talking about? Wednesday.
He wouldn't say deaf. He would say deef.
How do you deef? How do you deef?
Yeah,
Private Miller. Huh? I told you to be there on Wednesday.
I bet we go back to the army now, man, with the way that things have progressed and time's gone on. They've done remix stuff. You go there now and it's like cha-cha real smooth. Turn it up.
Yeah, man. But that made me think about we was at break. But the thing I want to talk to you about, I don't know if you guys have got these letters in the mail from a company called Undue Medical Debt. Have you guys got those letters yet?
I don't think so.
Well, apparently, I thought it was a Florida thing. I looked it up. So Undue Medical Debt, Florida put $14.5 million into it. Well, they're paying off your old medical debt. They find out they just randomly pick a debt. So right now, United States wide, they've paid off $16 billion in medical debt. And I got 2 of them in the mail the other day. One was for $4,000, one was for $6,000, and that they literally paid off and taken off of your credit.
Well, first off, Ken, congratulations, brother. That sounds like a nice little thing to walk into. My second question, being that I'm from America and I'm cynical, what's in it for them? That sounds like too good to be true.
Dude,
I'm just
I
gonna
don't-
pay off
I-
your medical bill,
I don't. Maybe they're trying to get your credit right so you can go get some
bro.
more credit. I don't know.
Maybe
but
they own one of your livers. Like
hey,
they now have
Yeah.
first rights to your organs, man. Like
dude. But the crazy thing is that they paid off 16 billion. That's how much medical debt. That ain't even all the debt.
all of it, yeah. But I'm
They
thinking-
paid that. That means America has $16 billion in debt.
I think I see something that may have something to do with this.
Talk to
It
us.
says, since February 27, 2005, a federal rule on medical debt has ruled that medical debt cannot be held against you and your credit.
Credit, yes, that is true.
And so several states have taken action to remove medical bills from credit reports, which at least 6 states have fully prohibited the practice since 2003.
Mhm.
So I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with that. Maybe they're like, yeah, we gotta get some kind of dough. I
Well,
don't know, man. Yeah, right now, man. Let me find that out. Let me find out. Get this medical debt removed. I'm gonna be like, hey, man, switch my legs up, rotate them, rotate my legs, man. I want to get a leg rotation.
Like tires.
Yeah, like
like-
Jiffy Lube. Like, hey man,
Hey,
rotate this
so
real
Miguel,
quick.
when the last time you had your legs rotated? I didn't even know we were supposed to do that.
Yeah,
That's new to
you
me.
hear
'Cause
my you hear my
ever know you
rotator
go to-
cuff?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
grinding.
yeah.
You need to put a new rotor in there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yo,
bro.
have you had the fluid changed in the rotator cuff? Like
Yeah.
I didn't know we was supposed. You ever go
I
to
didn't
your
know we
and
had
they
that.
ask you to do something? You be like, I didn't know I was supposed to do that to my car.
Mhm.
Yeah, bro, you gotta take the air out of the front tire and put it in the back. I didn't know we was supposed to do that.
It's
For
even
real?
different. It's different for like Akeem because he gay. Hey man, you low on power queering fluid.
I didn't even know I was supposed to change that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't know.
You ain't even know I was supposed to change. Oh,
You're
that's
not
funny.
supposed to change
I'm
that,
like,
man.
I'm like, can I get my colon cleanse? They're like, dog, you just want a new butthole? What?
Change it out.
I'll put a new one in right now. Man, what I'm gonna
Hey,
do is, and this is what
hey.
we do. I'm gonna open your belly button up. I'm gonna go through,
Yeah.
clean the pipes out. I'm gonna give you a new one. Hey, you ever seen one that wasn't dark? What?
What? Hey, new one come with Bluetooth, Miguel.
Yeah.
Every time you take a poop, a song come
So
out.
come on.
Keep holding on.
Right.
How do I change the songs on my Bluetooth button?
When you have to go to the bathroom, drop it like it's
Yeah.
hot. Drop it like it's hot.
Yo, Miguel, you good, bro? You
Yeah.
looking out the window, you all right?
Looking like Malcolm. Yeah, man.
You
It's
scared me, Miguel.
I know,
If I wasn't YouTube, Miguel just opened his blind.
Yeah, we
and
look.
looked out the window. I got
and
we all look like you
look like-
good.
Hey man, you all right?
I heard what it sounded like a bird, and I was like, why birds showing up now?
Yeah. What is that about us, Ken, our community? Where, hey, if we see black people, if we see somebody do something that looks suspicious or looks like they looking at danger, we be like, hey man, what's going on? Real quick.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey man,
Or-
hey.
Or we like, hey man, let's get on up out of here.
Yeah. If one of us says that, that
Hey,
is
man,
code
get on up
for
outta here.
get your black
let's
ass
get outta
up.
here, man. We
Hey,
gonna
man, we
get
should
up
probably
out.
get on
Dog,
outta
true
here.
story.
Yeah.
We was in San Diego, me and my wife, and it was late night, so we went to go get some water and stuff because they had a grocery store that was open kind of late, and it was a cop fighting with this homeless dude, and the homeless dude dog is going at the cop. My wife is like, "Ooh, what's going on?" I'm like, "Get your ass in the car.
Two
Yes.
parents.
Get in the
Two-
car. Get in the damn car, bro."
Yes, bro. We were taught as kids not to be nosy.
Man,
like that was
get
a
your
bad
ass in the
thing.
car for a bullet fly over here and pop one of us in the ass. I just got this new butthole too. You don't get your
Yeah.
ass in the car.
I got this Bluetooth butthole. Look, it changes color. What do you want it?
Yo,
What do you want it?
Oh man, that's
yo,
funny, bro.
the Uber drivers, he like that too. I'm like, I'm the only one. Like, man, I said,
Nope.
watch, I be the one get shot. I be the one catch a bullet.
Hey, everything gonna be okay, people. Listen to us right now. If you're ever in danger, you ain't black, just look to black folks. We will let you know. Bro, we will let you know. Hey, man.
I'm gonna get on up out of here. I don't care if it's a fight, if it's an argument. I'm always like, bro, let me go. Let me get my ass up out of here because I'm gonna be
Yeah.
the one.
I'm gonna
mess
stop
my
you guys
new
here
booty
to
hole up.
look to older black folk.
Yeah,
True.
Not young black folk.
Not young ones.
They'll
Yeah.
have their phone out with it. World Star.
Yeah, old bad
Like
book.
that's Thanos, man. What are you world starring him for?
he got all the stones. Get y'all ass up out of
I
here.
know
Hey,
all the stones.
look at his stupid ass glove. Look at his glove. Look at his stupid ass glove.
My brother got the soul stone, the power stone, fly, and the family stone. All the stones,
all the
man.
stones. Fly stones. Hey,
Got
bro.
Sylvester
Speaking of
Stone.
young dudes,
Stone.
Romance in the Stone. I couldn't think of the movie.
Romance in the Stone.
No, man to the stone.
That
All the
Stone Cold
stones
Steve
over
Austin.
there. Yeah.
Bro,
That's
we
funny.
had a dude. Y'all, if y'all on the internet, they call them YNs, young N words. And we
That's
had a
really
YN at the show last night because Garfield show is black. It's a
Yeah.
lot of black folk, but like good, like they did have a good time.
Uh-huh.
But this lady brought her son. He's sitting in the front. He ain't having a good time at all.
He young.
And I'm killing, bro.
Mm.
So I started making fun of him, and he gave me the look like, "Hey, old man, gone. This ain't what you
okay.
want."
This ain't what you
So
want.
I
Yeah.
start calling him a YN. Audience is dying. So I do this thing where I walk off stage with the mic. I said, let me do the show over here because this YN about to kill me. Finally, this kid started laughing. He said, I'm a YN. Like he finally started having a good time. But
Yeah.
these young kids don't got no sense of humor. Like
Not
for
for
older
us.
people.
Not
for
at
us older
all.
people. They ain't had that. He was the whole time. He was just mean.
Can they watch drone strike videos for entertainment?
Bro.
You know what I'm saying, man?
Hey.
They broken. They broken.
Bro, they are. They are broken.
They hit up James' son, like, when the next strike?
Yeah,
Son.
James still got a whole page going.
Yo, he got a YouTube like, hey, y'all know who it is? It's Devin, Yon. You know the man that drops bombs. Hey, real quick, man.
Hey, what's up, man? Devin Yawn dropping bombs. Burn, 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 burn. Check it out, man.
Yo,
Nobody in that school bus knows what's coming.
Hey, what it do, baby? It's Devin the striker. You know what I'm saying?
And this was a
What
fan
it do,
request. They
baby?
said, hey, Devin, you think you could drop one on a middle school? Why don't you check this out?
This next one. Hey, we dropped hits.
What it do? Devin the drone. Devin the drone Yon, baby, in the building.
Up, baby? Hey,
in the building.
And they always got to rub their hands. What's up, baby? Hey,
What's up?
Baby.
Shout out, first of all, praise be God among all. He's the one who gives me the power to drone strike these children. And
these children. God, hey.
And I got a new sponsor. Guys. Webley pressure washers. If your family member gets drone strike, use a Webley pressure washer, wash them right off. Clean that driveway.
Yo,
that's funny.
And Sprite.
And Sprite.
Hey,
we got a new sponsor, baby. Give it up. Rubble.com. We come through, clear all that out for you.
Rubble.
Come through, clear that all out for you, baby. Tell them Devin sent you. You get 10% off. Use my code name, DEVIN. 10% off, clear all your rubble up, baby.
Gotcha. Take you off the street. We'll be right back on that note with more hilarity on Real Laughs, Real Radio 104.1. Everybody, and thank you. You are still hanging in here with us. Real Laughs on Real Radio 104.1. I'm your host, James Young. We got Ken Miller over there, aka The Hangover, Part 4, and Miguel Colon. Don't forget about the junior because he knows who his daddy is. One thing I like hearing from you guys, man, is all the stories that have to do with the military. Now, Ken, you served in the Army, and Miguel, your father, you're a long-time military brat, man. Your father served in the Marines. And the things you guys tell me that the guys will do when deployed or just in service to keep their mind, I guess, not on being depressed or just being down. The humor with military guys is dark. You guys explained to me. It's very dark because it gets you through some pretty dark times. That's why it's usually like that. But your friend is taking it to another level, though. He used to be in the Marines, right, Miguel?
Yeah, my buddy Donnie O'Malley. He has a channel called Vet TV. It's an app. It's been out for about 4 or 5 years now, and it's veteran-made content, well-produced, dark shows. I love it. We actually, Busey was on an episode of A Grunt's Life. We flew him out there once, and me and Donnie have actually. We've been working on this sketch for a long time that we haven't actually been able to get done yet, but it's basically about this pawn shop strip club outside of Jacksonville, North Carolina, outside the Marine Corps base of Camp Lejeune. That's like a legendary pawn shop strip club that we've been working on. But yeah, it's all dark humor. It's all, I think, first responders, nurses, Definitely nurses, people who are in situations where there's a lot of loss of life around them and a lot of high tension and stress
Yeah.
come up with super dark humor. And as a comic, if the dark humor is good, we love. I think as a
Oh
comic,
yeah.
our appreciation for humor is the intelligence behind it. So
Yes.
if you can make it on one layer seem like it's just super dark, but on another layer it has a bunch of intelligence behind it, I love it.
Mhm.
Like
Yes.
I love that. And it might not be my humor per se, but
But
I
you can
still
appreciate
love it.
it.
Yeah.
Yes. Now you were telling me one tiny clip from they have their own shows on the actual app, and one's called A Grunt's Life, right?
Yeah, Grunt's Life is a story of a Marine rifle company in Afghanistan where Donnie plays. He plays. Oh God, what is his? I
Murphy.
forget. Yeah. Lieutenant Murphy. He
Hmm.
plays Lieutenant Murphy, and it's based on. He wrote a book called A Grunt's Life, and it's a really funny book.
Hmm.
Dark though, dark.
Is it?
Leave that book out and watch other people read it, and just watch them look at you like, "What's wrong with you?" And you're like, "You don't think it's funny?"
Yeah, that's not funny. Come on back. Why are you crying? But you were telling us a funny story. One of tiny excerpts from it that was funny about two guys
One
together.
Oh, well, one of the ones I like even better than that is there's one where like the base commander is coming to visit them, and the mortarmen have this little shrine to the god Kali, the god of death, and
Yes.
it's made out of like little bones. And he goes, and he's looking at him. He goes, "You made a shrine to the god of death out of chicken bones?" And they go, "Oh, you think it's chicken? Then yes." It's like, then
Oh
yes,
my
yes, we'll
god.
we'll take that.
Oh my god.
Too funny.
Now let me ask
That
you,
is-
James, what does Michelle do in the medical field? She works for an office, like a doctor's office, right?
She works for Orlando Health. She actually runs
Orlando
an
Health.
office here in Kissimmee. Yeah.
Did she ever work in like a hospital or anything like that?
Not that setting. No, it's always been in a
Okay.
private clinic. Yeah.
If you've ever worked with people who worked in hospitals, nurses especially, nurses, man, God bless nurses, man.
Yeah.
Like nurses is like when a stripper reaches her final form, like when it's just, you know, when the full transformation and all the powers have combined.
Yeah.
Nurses are wild. They're freaks. They're hardworking. They're dark. That you will fall in love with a nurse.
Got it.
If you're a comic and you
Got it.
spend time with a nurse, you will fall in love with a nurse. So much so you might be like, "Hey, man, I don't know how to say this, but I want to have your baby. I want to carry it.
As a man,
I want to
want to have
carry your
your baby.
baby."
Mm. God, that's
Yeah.
so dope,
What
bro.
is like? Are there like? Because James, you're like a dark comic or anything like that.
Not
But
at
is there
all.
is there dark humor that you appreciate? Like I love Anthony Jeselnik. I
So
don't
do
you
I.
know. I mean, I just Anthony Jeselnik's humor. I mean, it's so dark, but it's so clever. Is there like dark humor that you really, really, really appreciate, James?
It's funny you brought that up because I like Jesselnuck a lot because I like the fact that it's smart dark humor. It's not shock. There's a difference
Yeah.
between shock saying something just off the rails that people are going to be like, oh my gosh, can't believe you said that. But dark humor to me is just it's going to be not your typical this is going to be light-hearted. It's going to deal with some real ish. It's going to deal with stuff that may not be the norm, but it's going to be very smart. It's going to be very hilarious if you just let it be that and you don't judge it. Like when I did Comedy Dark for Vinny D, some of the things people were saying was not what you're going to see in a typical comedy club, but it was so good.
Yeah.
Nothing's off limits. Every topic is open. There's nothing's taboo, but damn, you got to respect it. You really do. If it's funny, I'm going to laugh. That's me. That's me.
Jeselnik has a great joke where he says, a friend of mine came to me and she said, Anthony, I want you to be the sperm donor for my baby. And he was like, wow, that's a big responsibility. That's a lot to think about. He's like, I mean, I don't know. First off, how old is your baby?
Oh my God. Oh my God. And his delivery, that
Yeah.
just dry, like I'm unbothered.
Yeah.
Makes it so good. God dang. Yeah, I like Justin Lick a lot. I'm trying to think of any other dark comedian.
Dude, I
that
tell you,
enjoy.
my favorite dark comedy is probably Def Jam.
Really?
Yeah, because they all black.
Wow. Okay. You know what? I asked for that. And yes.
I remember first time Gary Owen came on Def Jam. I was like, hey, something up with a TV.
Yeah. It comes
Or just
wrong.
the V hold.
Yeah.
Gotcha. That's so
Man,
funny, man.
Pat Garrity got this joke about a woman being essayed by the same
Oh,
guy.
oh
And
my
and and,
gosh.
and the dude was like, "Hey, look, we gotta start seeing other people. Like, what? we,
Oh my
we,
God.
we gotta start seeing other people. Like, what's going on? Like,
Oh my gosh. Oh my God.
and I'm like, how did that work? And they're dying laughing, bro. It's a comic kid named Caleb. He has a joke about. He said, if you want to make a woman have an orgasm, you got to wear her father's favorite cologne.
God dang it.
And so the audience at first were like, "Oh, I get it," and they started dying laughing. I'm sitting there like, how did he get away with that?
Yeah, and nobody got mad. Nobody got
Nobody
mad at
got mad.
all.
I think in the comedy space, real comedy fans. I'm talking about real comedy fans,
Yeah.
not somebody
Yeah.
who going to a show for the first time. Real comedy fans don't care. They're
They
like,
don't.
it's stand up. This the one art form where we don't care what you say. I feel like it's people who don't go to comedy shows. They're the ones that get up there and they're like, ugh, I can't believe Dave Chappelle did a whole hour about transgenders.
Yeah.
But transgender people aren't mad.
No.
You
No, no.
know what I
No,
mean?
but this white lady who knows racism and knows transphobia is
Yeah.
telling me that I should be.
Yeah.
Hey, my
Absolutely.
buddy Scott Fillmore out in Austin, he's got this great joke. He's like, us gay men, we commit suicide as much as any other man. He's like, there's a high rate for it. He's like, the only difference is he's like, when we get on that shotgun, we go way deeper. You know?
God dang it. Oh my
Jezel
God.
Jeselnik has a horrible great joke where he says, everybody here remembers the first time they saw their dad's penis. He goes, I remember the first time I saw my dad's penis. I said, don't ever text me anything like that again.
Yo, that's what's his name, man? Christoph Jean has a joke. He's like, he's like, Dad, remember we were young and we used to take showers together? And the dad was like, you remember that? And he said, I'm thinking to myself, did I molest him or did he molest me?
That's funny. Holy crap. Oh, that's dark. That's dark. That's dark
dark,
as
bro.
hell. You
That's
molesting your
dark,
father.
bro.
That's pretty damn dark.
And the thing is, I would say this when it comes to like dark humor. We know when somebody's faking it and they're not really like, it's got to be you. It's got to be your personality. You got to
Yeah.
sell me it. You got to be right about it. You can't be just trying to be edgy. You have to be smart with it. Because that's why I don't really have a lot of real dark humor, like as jokes and stuff. I might throw in
Yeah.
some stuff here but because I would be faking it if I was. And comedy audiences I think are smart. I think
They
they're
are.
super smart. And and
They are.
and when a comic can be dark and constantly funny though, a lot of times I'm like, man, they're just such a good writer. They're so smart.
Hmm. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
I
I
love it.
feel like for us, that ain't our style. On the radio, though,
Yeah.
our radio show, we're different comedians on the radio. We'll say some out of pocket stuff on the radio.
Yes.
On All for the Money, I was like, I think we're bad people.
Yeah, we were. We were horrible individuals. Yeah,
All
yeah.
for the money, bro. It was some shows I would tell my wife, I don't even think you should come to All for the Money.
Ever again. You
That's
know
a
what?
different. You getting a whole different Ken Miller at All
Yeah.
for the Money. I really think you should sit these All for the Monies out
Mm.
because I felt like that show for us was like unscripted, unhinged. It was just we could be what we wanted to be on there.
Correct.
And when my wife is around, I'm not gonna act that way.
I understand. I understand
I'm not
that.
gonna
Yeah.
act that way. So it was like, I'm like, nah, dog, I'm gonna need you to, because you ever know when she was there, I was super like, hey, my wife here.
Oh, we
Hey,
noticed.
my
we
wife's here.
noticed. Yeah,
None of
everybody
those
knows.
I can't
shenanigans.
say that. I
Hey.
can't
None
say
of those
that.
hilarious shenanigans.
No, Ken was like, "Hey man, shout out my wife. She's still here. She's still here.
She's still
Yeah,
here.
she's still here."
Nah, ain't about to get me lumped up.
No, you're not, man. No, you're not. So, where do y'all think the state of comedy is going? Because right now, everyone Well, I think it's starting to leave it now, but everybody's really concerned about what you can and can't say. I don't want to get canceled. Do
I
you think
don't,
that's
Jay. I don't think so. I
Mm-mm.
don't think that's the truth. I think the
okay?
people who try to cancel you are people who just don't like. It's a handful of people. Because to me, to get canceled, you got to be on some Bill Cosby. Like that's a
Yeah.
cancel. But
True.
if you say something out of pocket that offends people, it don't matter. Your fans are still gonna
Yeah.
come see
Louis
you.
C.K.
They do not care, bro.
True.
They
I
don't
mean,
True
right
care.
indeed.
now, I would say there's a bunch of comics right now who are some of the biggest comics in the world who fly in the face of all that. Andrew Schultz is constantly saying stuff
Bro,
that you would
yeah.
think would get you canceled.
He
Joe
does.
Rogan, Tony Hinchcliffe, and these guys are dominating comedy.
They are.
I don't think there is a real thing of cancel culture. There is cancel culture. There's people who want to cancel you, but they can't. And I mean, the also one thing I do think though, I personally wish there was. I feel like right now with comedy though, we've got to make sure we keep people coming out to live shows because there's a big group
Mm,
of young people who are watching comedy and they're not wrong for it, but comedy to them is a 1 minute TikTok video.
yeah.
And that's a different form. Now
Yeah.
that's a great form, but it's a different form because how many people have you guys seen young cats who don't know anything from comedy but TikTok come out to one of our show and they're like, "Yo, this was amazing. I
Yeah.
never seen nothing like this." Because
Exactly.
their idea of comedy is quick TikTok videos. So when
Hmm.
they actually come out to a show, and also some of those TikTok comics, when people come out to their shows and then they see this dude do 30, they're like, "Whoa, I didn't even know, this cat even could do that." So I think it's
Hmm.
real important to keep people coming out to live shows and giving them interesting live fun shows because I mean, I'm telling you, I run into so many people who are fans of people. I run into people who come out like we open for somebody who's like mostly famous because of TikTok and they put on a great show, but the audience comes out afterwards and they're like, "Yo, you were incredible too." They don't realize that there's great comedy everywhere. They're
Correct.
thinking it's only available online and only by these big comics.
That's true. And I love when they find out, like, oh, y'all funny too. Yes, we are. I
Yeah.
gotta and shout out to my baby who brought me Starbucks for no apparent reason.
Man, my wife asked me the other day about coffee because we got a Keurig and I drink coffee at work, and she
Yeah.
was like, I don't know how it's a new coffee. A pop could either got new coffee places or new car wash or
Hmm.
a Spanish
Yeah.
chicken and rice. Am I
Car
lying, Miguel?
wash.
A Spanish
Yes.
chicken and rice, a car wash, or a new coffee place. And she's like, we gotta go to this new coffee place. I said, I don't even drink coffee like that.
No.
I said, I
Yeah.
drink coffee if in the break room in the morning at work, but other than that, I do not drink coffee like that.
That's funny because I am the exact opposite of you. Miguel will tell you, I drink coffee like I'm Puerto Rican. I drink a coffee in the morning. I drink a coffee for snack. I drink a coffee after a meal. I drink a coffee in bed, after bed, while I'm
It'll be hot
sleeping.
outside. James
Yeah,
is like, "Oh, I need a refreshing coffee."
I am, bro. I love
Not even
coffee,
an
man.
iced coffee, bro.
Mm-mm.
No, right now I'm
Piping
drinking
hot.
look venti hot ass coffee. Love it,
Bruh,
man.
oh, that's wild,
Love it,
bro.
man. Love it. But hey, we got a couple minutes left, man. And you guys can be performing this weekend.
Yep, Thursday, me and Miguel taking over the Monsters in the Morning comedy show Thursday night at the Funny Bone. Also, we got a bunch of off nights. Go to our website, check them out. We got Jari Knows, we got Ash Cash, we got Kevin Dean. Promo code FNF for some comp tickets. So please support our off nights. We want to keep these off nights going, but we can't keep them going if
Amen.
y'all don't bring y'all asses there, man. And then this weekend, I'm at Porky's Comedy Club in St. Cloud. If you're in the St. Cloud area, come by and see the kid. It's Memorial Weekend. You got a 3-day weekend. You ain't got nothing to do. Come hang out with the kid.
It's a kid, man. Go ahead and do that stuff, man. Support that live comedy, like Miguel and Ken was both saying. Miguel, you home this weekend besides doing the show with Ken
Yeah,
Monsters?
it's just the Funny Bone this Thursday.
Gotcha. I'm actually going to be hosting something pretty cool, Ken. If you're a fan of doo-wop, I'm going to be hosting something at the Hideaway Theater in Eustis. It's going to be the Spinners performing. If you know them, man.
Ooh, the
Yeah,
Spinners.
Whenever
yeah, bro.
you see me, I'll be there.
There. So yeah,
I'll be around.
James, where's
round.
that at?
It's called the Hideaway Theater in Eustis, Florida. This
Man,
Saturday,
well,
man.
I didn't
Damn,
I
ask
James,
know,
I'll
I
come to that.
know.
I'll
you
come to that. Me and my
officially
wife
hit
love
Unc
that.
status.
I am I
You're
got a
hosting
hat.
the Spinners.
I got a hat with a feather in it and everything. I can't wait,
Bro,
man. Hey, and a diamond in the back. So yeah, check us out, man, this Saturday. Go to my social media for tickets if you want to get that, or you can go to the hideawaytheater.com. It's in Eustis. Come out and support live comedy. Thank you guys as always for supporting us. We will see y'all tomorrow. But Ken, tell them what to do.
Take your ass to bed.
We out.